Before you leave the depot for a job, ask yourself these questions. Have you got the right equipment for the job? Has it been inspected, tested and tagged? Do you have contact surface cleaning equipment?
Remember, going back to get your cleaning equipment is not always practical.
Good job planning also helps to keep you safe. When you get to a site, it's essential that when you're inspecting your earthing and bonding equipment, you also ensure that all the contact surfaces are clean, so that the equipment can do its job properly. If you don't, and there's an accidental livening, the connections you've made could fail. You could get badly hurt, or worse. Let's start with looking at the earthed end connections. A clean tail clamp is essential for your safety. Tail clamps are made with a knurled or patterned clamping jaw on the side that moves. This side provides the grip. The other smooth fixed jaw is designed to carry fault current. Recent tests have shown that simply cleaning the tail clamp's fixed contact surface dramatically improves conductivity, meaning that the equipment works as it was designed to, keeping you and your team safer in the event of an accidental livening or induction. Cleaning a tail clamp is really easy. You can use a metal brush with short bristles. Give the fixed smooth surface of the tail clamp a good clean. You will be able to see the shiny copper surface easily after the clean. Don't use a Scotch-Brite pad or emery paper with your finger, as this will round off and just polish the edges. A clean tail clamp alone is no guarantee of a good connection. The contact surfaces they are to be attached to must also be clean. Again, it is essential that all contact surfaces are clean for correct earthing. Once you've cleaned the tail clamp, make sure that the surface you're attaching it to is also clean and free from paint, dirt or corrosion. Weathered galvanized steel surfaces may take a lot of effort to clean. You might be able to use a wire brush, but if that doesn't work, you need to consider using Scotch-Brite, emery paper, or even a battery-powered angle grinder with a sanding pad to get a clean surface. Never grind the surface with a solid carbide disc. Make sure that when you clean a galvanized steel surface, you don't over-clean the surface and remove the good galvanizing underneath. Zinc is an excellent conductor, so don't remove it. There may be situations where a galvanized surface is so badly corroded that using it as a tail clamp attachment point would be hazardous. If in doubt, find a better surface or postpone the job and seek advice from Transpower. You're probably wondering how much of a difference cleaning actually makes. Here are the results of a test on a towel leg before cleaning and the results after a simple clean with a wire brush. Remember, even if the surface looks good, it may still need a clean before attaching the tail clamp. The key is to have a bright, shiny surface. Dedicated earthing points on mobile plant need the same cleaning as galvanized steel. Make sure that the earthing plates on all your mobile plant are free of corrosion and, more importantly, paint, especially equipment that has been hired. Don't take anything for granted. An extra minute spent cleaning a surface may save your life. Some of these earthing points can present themselves as galvanized steel, black steel, which may show red rust on the surface, stainless steel, and sometimes copper. All need to be cleaned to a bright, shiny surface prior to attaching a tail clamp. Where an earth stake is to be used, the contact surface where the tail clamp attaches should be free of contamination and brushed or buffed to ensure good conductivity. Earth stakes used on Transpower sites must be galvanized. Black steel spikes are no longer permitted. Cleaning earth attachment points is also important if you are working in a substation. Copper Ds can be easily cleaned by hand using a Scotch-Brite pad or mildly abrasive products. Make sure you clean the correct side, which is the inside surface. Otherwise, you won't have two clean surfaces in contact when attaching your tail clamp. Now let's look at the live end connections. Once your tail clamp is clean and attached, you need to make sure that all of the surfaces on the other end are clean too. Of course, cleaning your head clamp is just as important as the tail clamp. Remember that the head clamp is designed as a fixed hook, and that the moving jaw is just for clamping it to the conductor. Use a stainless steel wire brush to clean the inside surface of the hook end, which will be clamped onto the conductor. You should keep a wire brush just for cleaning aluminium. If it is used to clean other metals, especially copper, as well, it can cause cross-contamination corrosion issues. Head clamps can become heavily contaminated with old oxides from both aluminium and copper conductors. Old copper conductor is the worst. The oxides will contaminate the head even after one application. Remember that oxides are insulators. Oxidation occurs on conductors, leading to surface contamination. In the case of older copper conductors, the oxidation could be so bad that the head clamp doesn't make an electrical contact with the conductor at all. It is vital that you clean the conductor before applying the head clamp. Make sure that you have a brush for cleaning copper conductor and a separate brush for cleaning aluminium conductor, so that you don't cross-contaminate the brushes. In the case of badly contaminated copper conductor, you might need to use something even harder than a brush to clean off the oxide. In substations, the same cleaning rules apply, and cleaning earthing horns is just as important. Copper and aluminium earthing horns can become oxidized and should always be cleaned before earths are applied.
You wouldn't put a head clamp on this, so why are you putting one here and here? Make sure you've got contact surface cleaning equipment. Always clean your head and tail clamps. Make sure the surfaces you connect to are clean. This is how you make good electrical connections.